Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And give this video a like up. American Pickers Mike Wolfe slammed by disappointed customers for selling his merch. Instead of antiques at Yowa store, American Pickers star Mike Wolfe has been slammed by disappointed customers for selling his merchandise instead of antiques at his Yowa store. Mike, 58, owns Antique Archaeology, with stores located in La Claire, Iowa, and Nashville, Tennessee. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal Mike has been slammed by customers for selling his store merchandise instead of actual antiques. One disgruntled customer recently wrote on Google reviews regarding the Iowa store, "Seriously, there was only a handful of stuff that had been potentially picked. The rest of it was cheap Chinese branded merchandise used to promote the store. I get it's a tourist trap, but come on, at least do better than that. I would have happily dropped hundreds of dollars in there if it was something really cool. Instead, it was like 3 things that had been picked ranging from $200 to $4,000. A second customer commented, "This is more of a souvenir shop for the show. Not many antiques at all." A third blasted, "Was very disappointed. We made this a special stop on our drive home. Took this route especially for this experience. Both buildings are very small and mostly gift shops selling their own merchandise. Grabbed an item as a souvenir, marked $3, but charged $9. And for as much as Mike and the team picks, where is it?" A fourth commented, "Great to see in person. Disappointed there was only really swag for sale. Many interesting items but were not for sale. Staff was very nice." A fifth said, "Great place to stop if you're a Pickers fan. Otherwise, it's just a retail shop with some kitschy antiques and a lot of logo emblazoned merchandise for sale." In photos seen on the store's Instagram, many items include antique archaeology mugs, tote bags, shirts, magnets, towels, and more swag. Some antiques seen include vintage bikes, signs, instruments, and other items. But some customers enjoyed the antique store, as one praised, "Such a neat place to visit. As soon as we walked in, we began to point out items we saw them pick on the show. The staff was very helpful and friendly." The second said, "Loved it. Very well displayed. There are several items that I saw on the show, lots of souvenir items." A third wrote, "Loved seeing the shop. They have some areas set up like you would see if you went picking in an old garage or barn. Fun souvenirs too. If only Mike would have stopped by. Fans will get an inside look of the store on the upcoming season of American Pickers." Earlier this week, Mike posted a video outside of the Iowa store with the caption, "At Antique Archaeology today, filming with a Danielical by American Picker wearing my old man costume. At Visit La Claire." Mike's former co-star, Frank Fritz, also owns an antique store called Frank Fritz Finds in Savannah, Illinois. But the reviews aren't much better, as the U.S. Sun previously reported customers have complained of rude staffers and underwhelming antiques. One customer wrote in December 2022 on Google reviews, "It was supposed to open at 10 a.m. When we went and the lights were not on and antique sales lady was late," according to another worker. "She did open up the antique sales for us, which is not heated, so be prepared in the winter. There were a decent amount of actual antiques that were reasonably priced. Definitely cluttered. The staff was eh." Another recently wrote, "I was a huge fan of the show. I stopped in to give Frank support and see what all the buzz was about. The place looked like an episode of Hoarders. Staff was rude. Just disappointing. How is this place in business?" A third complained, "Nothing but overpriced junk. Employees are rude. Don't waste your hard-earned money." Frank, 57, suffered a stroke in his Iowa home in July 2022. Frank's close friends filed an emergency appointment of temporary guardian and conservator for the star on August 18, claiming his decision-making capacity is impaired from the stroke. Frank last appeared on American Pickers during a March 2020 episode, as he took time off to recover from back surgery, which left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. Frank, who was fired from the show, revealed his feud with co-star Mike during the 2021 interview with the U.S. Sun. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1000%. "I can't even bend that far down to show you how much." That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the frontman. Found my spot, I'm second, and he's number 1 on the show. That's no problem with me. Maybe he does have a problem. He even admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." But a friend told the Quad City Times that Frank and Mike had a tearful reunion over Memorial Day weekend. The pal said, "This was not a feud between Mike and Frank at all. They were not feuding. They needed separation to appreciate each other." The friend explained that the longtime buddies' relationship became tense after 11 seasons of working 10-hour days, 7 days a week on the reality TV show. She informed the newspaper that Mike and Frank were both in tears during their long-awaited reunion. The friend disclosed, "Both were crying," before adding that Mike brought up how nervous they both were to be going on David Letterman, which was one of their first big appearances. Mike told his former co-star, "Nobody can replace you, Frank," while admitting that it was Frank's uniquely funny personality that contributed to them working so well together for the 11 years they spent making the show. The arrangements were made after Frank told the friend, "I need to talk to Mike," so she called the TV personality on Mother's Day to make the plans. The insider ended, "Mike really stressed all the good times they had before the show, and during the show backslash, Mike did say he'd like Frank back on the show, but Frank is focused on his health." Topics. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, American Pickers, and stay with us.